All right, so again, here, you guys have the calculators, I don't. All right, so what was the change here? Molly?
15.
Yeah, 15. Divided by, what was the original? There you go. That's what you should have, guys. 15 divided by 24. So everybody do that for me. Now, obviously, it's a what right off the bat? Did it increase or decrease? So we definitely could just say, well, I know it's not B or D, right? So then it had to be what answer? C. Is everybody happy with that? C. Now, I only want to hear from you if you don't know. All right, I only want to hear from you if you don't know. Everybody's good? All right, speak up if you don't know something now. All right. You purchased a suit for $130. The sales tax is 7%. Now notice here they're just wanting the what? The tax. So you only have to multiply what? 130 times 0.07. And Maggie, what was that? $9.10. Thank you. That is in fact the tax. A. All right. Now for 28, it says a pair of rollerblades has an original price of $260. The rollerblades are on sale for 55% off. Find the sale price. All right. Now, if they're 55% off, what percent do you have to pay? I don't want the answer. I want you to think about it. If 55% off, what do you have to pay? Anthony? No, I don't want the dollar amount. If you go into store and it says 55% off, what percent do you have to pay? Put your hands down. No, that's the discount. No. What percent?
45.
Yeah, you'd pay 45 because normally, and listen, this is a good little shortcut. Normally you pay what percent? 100, right? But if you get a 55% discount, you just have to subtract 55%. That's how we got the 45%. You with me on this? Now, I'm not saying you got the wrong answer. I'm just saying this could be a shortcut for you. All right. So now all you have to do is take 260 and multiply it by 0.45. All right. And what was that answer? Help me, people.
143.
Is it 143?
No, 117.
Is it 117 or 140? Well, come on now. 117. Do the work on the calculator. Come on. Yeah, so here's what you did. You did 260 times 0.55. And what is that number?
143.
Yeah, and then you subtract it.
Oh. Okay.
You with me? So you got the same answer, right?
Mhm.
All right, hopefully you understand that. I'm just trying to show you a little shortcut on that, but that's perfect. It's 117 because if you then do 260 minus 143, that gives you 117. You with me on that? All right, most people just want to do the 55% and subtract. All right, next. If the store paid $48 for the painting and the markup is 65%. Now, is it going to be A or B?
A.
Is it going to be A or B?
No.
No, because you're going to mark it up, right? You can't be less, right? So if you accidentally put A or B, you got to be careful. All right. So now here you can take 48, multiply it by what?
1.65.
You could multiply it by 1.65. Now, why is it 1.65? Because it's 100% plus 65%. That's exactly right, kiddos. That's how I'd want you to do that. All right. So take 48. Now, if you multiply it by 0.65, then you just have to do what? Add it back in. All right. So what happens if I multiply 48 times 1.65? Somebody tell me. Anybody else get 7920? All right. Let's do it. Good job. All right, here we go. 30. 48 equals X times 80. What do we get? What is it? C. All right, 60%. Anybody else get 60%? Everybody's happy with that? Now, remember, I really only want a response if you don't know, and I really would like to know sooner rather than later. Yes, sir. We take 48, right? I'm gonna move this out of the way. All you do is on your calculator, divide both sides by 80. You with me? Yeah, do that on your calculator. You got a question, kiddo?
Take away the zero. Like the percent, so we'll just be like. Oh, wait, sorry, that's this.
It's okay. That's all right. I'm glad you asked. All right, let's knock out 31. Now, remember, what percent times 40 equals 8? That's how I'd like to do it. You're going into algebra. I'd like you to use equations. All right. So now we just divide by 40, and I'm going to let you ask. So x is equal to, what's 8 divided by 40? 0.2, right? Which is the same as 20%. Anybody have any issues with that? Well, I mean, this is how we set it up. So I'm just trying to see what you did differently, correct? Oh, you got 5, right? Because you did 40 divided by 8 instead of 8 divided by 40. Try that on your calculator, you'll see. 8 divided by 40. Yes, Maggie.
I did 40 over.
Yes, you can do the percentage, right? But it would be x over 100 equals is over of 8 over 40. Yes, is over of, remember? Is over of. All right, and finally, number 32. X equals 72% of 18. All right, everybody's good with that? So the correct answer has to be what? What? Is it 12.96? Help me out. 0.72 times 18. I don't have my calculator. Yeah, I think that's correct. Now, if you're not sure, you've got to speak up now. Mr. Grieve, tell me, please. What? Oh, because remember, 72%, we don't write percentages. 72% means 72 divided by 100. So it's equal to 0.72. That's why that goes there. You with me on this now, right? We never write percentages. All right, it's always a decimal. Yes, ma'am.
Why couldn't you set it up as a, I set it up as a proportion?
Yep, and you would have 72 over 100 equals x over 18. Remember, is over of.
Percent over 100.
Right, remember it's percent over 100 equals is over of, if that's your choice. You with me on that? All right, so I'm going to pause here. All right. All right, 33. We just have 14 equals 0.24 times x. So we just divide by 0.24, divide by 0.24. And so I end up with what? What do we get here? How much? I don't think so. What did you get? Yeah, 58 1/3. Does that seem right? All right, now, what I want you to do is take your calculator now. What you did is you just did 14 times 0.24. I want you to tap on your calculator 14 divided by 0.24 now. You with me? You got it? All right. Yes.
I don't understand why didn't you do 24 over 100 and then that's 24.
It's you could do it that way. You could say 24 over 100 equals 14 over x, though. Is over of. The 14 is next to the is. You with me now, right? All right, let's check out 34, please. 15 students taking the state assessment exam forgot their calculator. Of the 250 students taking the exam. So remember, I always encourage you to understand percentages is what? Part to what? Part to whole. So what part forgot? Out of how many? That's how I'd want you to do that. All right, so everybody do 15 divided by 250, and what is that? 6%. All right, anybody have any objections to 34? All right, here we go, 35. The table shows the favorite activities of the 43. So 43 is the what?
Total.
The total, thank you. What percent voted for swimming? 9, right? So come on, guys, that's not that hard. 9 divided by 43. Tell me what 9 divided by 43 is. Somebody said 20.9. Do we all agree with that? Everybody happy? All right, let's move on. Now, obviously, percent mentally with 10%. Does everybody remember we just move it one spot? So that's what? 11. Now, 25%. Everybody should know 25% is what fraction? 1/4. All right. So it's just 1/4 of 150, which is right, 37.5. Good job. All right, so I'm going to pause right now. Pause. 30% of 65 is just what? 0.3 times 65. All right, and what do we got for that? Tell me.
19.5.
Yeah, is everybody agreeing 19.5 for 38? Please check your work. I know some of you guys think you're ahead, right? And I'm okay with you working fast, but it doesn't do any good to work fast and make mistakes. All right, so this is why I want you to do, make sure you're checking your work. All right, 125% of 400. So it's just 1.25 times 400, right? And that, of course, is what? Yeah, 500, right? 500. Everybody's good? All right, here we go. Estimate. 73%. If we're going to estimate, I could do what? Now B would just be the what? B would be the answer. That wouldn't be an estimate, though. Does everybody agree with that? So 73% is close to what?
66.
But what? Ooh, which one would I choose? A, right? Because we could say 73% is pretty close to 75%, and we know 75% is 3/4. All right. Is everybody okay with that? All right, that's a good problem. A, I think. B would be the answer. B would be the answer, meaning it would be the numerical answer. I should have said that, right? But it's not asking for the numerical answer. It's asking for the what? Estimate. So 73% we want to change to 3/4 because it's close to 75%.
Oh, 87. Around up to.
Yes. Okay. All right, here we go. And of course, 33 1/3% we know is what? 1/3. That's just memory work. All right, 42. Of the first 200 toys, 21 were defective. So part to whole, that's what I want you to think of. What part was defective? Out of 200. All right. So technically that's what? 10.5%. Does everybody agree with that? But it says round to the nearest whole number. So we're going to make that 11%. All right, is everybody good with this? All right, and 43. Now here, this is sales tax, but they ask for what? They ask for the total cost, right? So we're going to do 39 times 0.0675. And somebody tell me what that is. Come on, help me out. Is it 263? Is that right? 39 times 0.0675. Yeah, about 263, right? And then we add it to the cost because you have to pay the tax. All right, so my final answer for 43 was what? A. All right, remember, if you get them right, check them off. If you don't know, you got to speak up. All right, let's just keep going. Some of you told me you're done, so I just want to keep right on rolling. So $140, the sales tax is 6%. Okay, so this time we only have to pay the what? We only are interested in the answer to the sales tax, so I have to do what? That's right, 140 times 0.06, what you would tell me is $8.40. I'm good with that. All right. A swimmer swam 300 meters yesterday and 420 today. Was it an increase or a decrease? So right off the bat, we can cross out what? B and what? B and C, right? Well, that doesn't make sense. And the answer has to be what? D, because it can't be negative 40% increase. But still, the change was what? From 300 to 420 was what? 120 divided by what? 300. That's correct. All right. And of course, that would be 0.4, right? Which is 40% increase. Yes, ma'am.
Why did you divide it by 120?
We didn't divide it by 120. We divided by 300, right? It's the change divided by the original.
Okay.
You had me on that, right? Change divided by original. All right, so if we went 10 to 16, what was our change? 6 divided by what? 10, which is obviously what? Now, is it an increase or a decrease?
Increase.
So the answer is what?
Yeah.
Yeah, 60%. All right. And finally, 20 equals 0.4 times x. And then we just divide by 0.4, divide by 0.4. So x is equal to how much? How much? I don't think so. Is it 50? Everybody, 20 divided by 0.4. Use your calculator now. Is it 50?
Yeah.
Okay, so now listen up, guys. What I'm telling you right now is I'm pausing the video.